Hi everyone, so just a little video to explain to you and show you what the courses that I'm currently releasing online are about. So I've decided to do a series of courses around 3 Gothic rose windows in Lyon. I'm going to show them to you in a moment. And so Gothic geometry with only compass and ruler. And I'm offering for each rose window a simplified and an advanced version. So the difference between the two is that I'm going to show also when I show you the roses what that means, but in Gothic architecture and in the rose windows, there are the stone has a thickness that's what's holding the stained glass, and that's what makes the design, and that thickness has a shape and it influences the design, because when you have different levels in the thickness, then you have to trace them, trace like the first level first, and then add all the other construction from that first thickness. So I'm going to show that in a moment, but that means that the drawing is going to be more precise or need more precision and a lot more detail. So it's orientated more towards people who have done some geometry, are quite precise when they draw with compass and ruler, and enjoy going into the fine detail of what if I shift this and how to make it look as close as possible to the original. The simplified version is not that easy necessarily. It's already quite something. And it's more orientated towards people who have started geometry recently, or maybe are just starting and want to give it a go, although maybe it's already you might want to have a little bit of experience before starting, but it's not absolutely necessary for the simplified versions. They're going to be just like one continuous line, no thickness added, and you do get the satisfaction of Gothic rose window looking design, and it's just not exactly looking like the original, but you get a similar feel. So if you just want to, even if you've done lots of geometry before, but you just want to enjoy something that works quite simply and it's not too much of a headache to trace, then go for the simplified version. If you like the challenge and the details and the precision, then go for the advanced version, if that's clear enough. So for the roses we are going to look at, this is the Rose of St. Paul. So this one is already available. It's been released early December, and the next rose windows are going to be released early January and early February. So the dates are going to be on the website, unless there are changes, but it should be those dates. And so this rose window of St. Paul in Lyon, so this is the church here, it's a cute little church in the old part of town in Lyon. And it's the simplest of the three, so it has the thickness has a shape as well, and in the advanced version we get into the different levels to give a similar look. However, it's simpler because there's only one level, in the sense that all parts of the design are drawn on the same level. They're tangent to each other. The core line of that shape is the same, is merging, and that means being tangent to the core line of the rest of the drawing. So it means that it's easier to draw because you can just construct the whole thing and then add the thickness afterwards. And it's going to be different in the others. So I've put all the rose windows, all the courses are on the same price for each rose. However, this one is easier and a little bit shorter than the others. So then we have the rose window of Saint Bonaventure, which is another church in Lyon, and a bit of a different feel. Here you also have the 6 tangent circles, so the 6 large circles that are just touching each other. And here they are going into a point, meeting that central circle, and therefore looking like a lot more like petals. And here we're starting to see the difficult part of Gothic geometry and architecture, in the fact that we do get this 3D shape to the thickness of the stone, but then see how this shape changes and it's not that it's a different one, it's just that it's extracted from the main one, meaning that we have a tangent, the tangent of those smaller circle is not tangent to the core line of the main structure, it's tangent to one of the levels of thickness. So it means you have to construct the thickness of the general structure before adding details in, and that creates different steps in your drawing, and that adds a little bit of complexity. So this is what we're going into in the advanced version of the course. And then, so this is what the church looks like for that rose window. And then the last one, the Rose of Saint John in Lyon, is a very beautiful old cathedral in the old part of town as well, so next to the River Saône, facing the hill of Fourvière. And it's a similar level of complexity as Saint Bonaventure, maybe slightly even tiny bit more complex. Not that much, it's similar, but maybe a little bit more. And so again, in the advanced version, we go into lots of the detail, the little spikes and thorns, etc. And in the simplified version, it's going to be just a clearer version of it. And then this is the cathedral, where you can find the Rose of Saint John. Also, just to show you the difference again between the simplified and the advanced version. So here's the Rose of St. Paul, or the version I've done of it. And the simplified version is represented more here, where you see there's only one line and you get the details, and the general look is going to be similar to the one to the actual rose, although we didn't give any thickness. And here is the more advanced version, where you get different levels. So the white line is one level, the first brown line is another level, and the next brown line is the third level. So all those levels of thicknesses and how they merge into each other. But here they're all, on the same. There's only one type of level. Nothing is. They all is the same set of thickness on every part of the drawing. And then on this one, which is not finished yet, but this is the one of Saint Bonaventure. So again, here you have the more simplified version with only one core line and everything merging into it. And then on this side is the more advanced version with how the different levels affect each other and how some of the levels emerge from the first thickness. So we go into all of that detail in the advanced version. Also the little thorns here, those little details get done in the advanced version and not in the simplified one. So I hope that gives you a good idea of what's going to be inside the course. If you have questions, let me know in the comments below, or drop me a DM on Instagram or an email. Obviously, we're going to be over the holiday season, so I might not be able to reply very quickly, and I do really need the break this year. But if you have a question, let me know, and you can sign up for the courses online on my website, and you'll already have access to the sample rose window. The Saint Bonaventure one is going to come early January, around the 7th of January, and then the St. John one in February, again, early January. February. So that's the idea. You can get them in pack, so you can have like a pack containing all the advanced version or all the simplified versions, or you can get a pack with like for one specific rose, like the simplified and advanced, or lots of different options. So you can choose really what suits you and your level and what you want to do with it. If you want to give a go at something a bit more advanced but you're not quite sure, the simple one is like a good in-between, the advanced version of the simple rose window. Saint Paul rose window. So I hope that helps, and I hope to see you online at some point. and the courses are recorded, so it's not live sessions, so you can do it at your own rhythm. There's usually a PDF that comes with it, and the PDF is not like a step-by-step thing. It's really something to have an image of what the drawing should look like at different stages, so you can compare your own drawings. Sometimes I think it's a bit easier to compare it to a PDF that you can print than to compare on the screen. So that's what it's for, and I've been teaching for a while, so I try to think of where things can be a bit tricky and explain as well as possible, and I zoom in the drawing as close as I can when it's tiny details. So and if there's still something that doesn't work, or if you still have a question after seeing this, then you can always drop me an email with a picture of your work, and I'll do my best to reply and help you. So you can find the courses on my website, and hopefully see you soon here or on Instagram, and happy drawing!